Now?
Okay, now you're good.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Roman Reigns hasn't updated his Instagram profile picture for like fucking 4 years.
I swear, it's like 2016, it's been the same. You're fucking kidding me. I hate when it tries to make your tweet a part of a thread of your other tweet.
I know.
I gotta cancel this. Let's tweet it again. Hashtag, hey. Tweet that.
Alright. Payback.
If only. Right back. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Alright guys, 1 second here, and I'm just pulling up the chat, and then we're all good to go. Okay.
Boom.
Make sure the thumbnail works. Alright. Took us a bit longer, but hey man,
Hey guys,
it happens.
1 second here, and just pulling up the chat, and then we're all good to go. Okay. Boom.
Okay, your voice is good. Alright man, without further ado, this is exciting.
Yeah.
First podcast with the new mic. Hopefully you guys can hear the difference. Do I sound too close?
No, I think you're good.
Okay, cool. Alright, man. Well, oh, fuck. Okay. Alright. Just pull up my notes here. Alright. Without further ado, man. What is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. And this time, we are back with none other than the news, man. Obviously, if you guys do not know how this show works, on Fridays, we do the news show. And any other day of the week, we have Notorious Unscripted, which is basically our show where we just honestly just talk about whatever the fuck we want. If you guys haven't watched the last episode of Notorious Unscripted, I would definitely go back and watch that episode. It's a great episode. We talked about everything to the Roman agenda, to Keith Lee, to Aleister Black, man. Yeah, man, and their main roster runs. So, yeah, and how those have been going. So, yeah, man, so... Yeah, that is definitely an episode I would go back and watch for every one of you guys. It's a very good episode by me and Sir K. And with that being said, if you guys do not know who I am, if this is your first time watching the podcast, my name is Johnny Mayhem, and I am one half of the hosts of the Notorious Heels podcast. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, bro. It's going good. It's been a good day, man. Been a good day. Chilled out. Came here. And then we just, did our shit, man. Well, it's down. That show was, wasn't bad, but it had a couple shocking things. And Firefly Funhouse was always great, but other than that, it kind of just existed. So, what about you, bro? How was your day?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. I just hung out with the lady in the beginning of my day, and then, yeah, and then, obviously, you came over, and yeah, we just chilled out, watched some SmackDown. So yeah, man, that's my day. That was my day. So yeah, man, without further ado, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We got quite a bit of news, and we also have Payback predictions, man. We already did the NXT takeover and SummerSlam reviews. So if you guys haven't went and checked those out, again, go check those out as well. Also very good. Very good reviews for both of the shows. But yeah, man, so without further ado, man, I guess we could get into the news. And keeping up with the hot hand, what we left off with, we got some news on Keith Lee, man. We got some news. Keith Lee, if you guys have not watched Notorious Unscripted, I'm going to tell you right now, the reason they changed Keith Lee's theme music was because of CFO. And WWE wants to cut off all ties with CFO and don't want to use any of their music because they get money for the songs, which obviously they are the artists that make the songs. But WWE logic here, not just on television, but on every sense of the world, these people are fucking idiots. And yeah, so Keith Lee is not able to use his Bask in His Glory theme song anymore, and now he's coming out to what a lot of people say is a remix of Brock Lesnar's theme song, or it sounds like it. Personally, I didn't get too good of a look for it.
Same. I couldn't hear it that good.
Yeah, I didn't really hear it that good either. But a lot of people are saying it sounds like a remix Brock Lesnar theme song, which is absolutely wonderful. That definitely fits Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But apparently he's getting new theme music by a different artist. I think his name is Sergio. I can't forget his I can't remember his last name. I mean, let's see. I think I have it on my phone. Don't quote me on that.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I have no idea what the guy's name. Sergio something. Well, he is getting a new theme song come Payback, bro. So hopefully it's better, man. But my honest opinion, again, if you guys haven't watched Notorious Unscripted, Jesus Christ. Stripping his music was the dumbest thing, and then to use the excuse of CFO makes it even stupider because if he was in NXT on Wednesday, he would have came out to bask in my glory, bask in his glory.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, really? This is WWE making people who they want them to be, and yeah, so that's WWE for you.
Exactly.
And yeah, that is just simply WWE for you, doing what they do best, ruining great people. So what do you think about this, man?
It's such a bullshit ass excuse, man, because, like you said, if he was on NXT, they would have played that song. Look at the Raiders. They could probably say the same excuse for that, with that song, or literally, the night before, they were using the old theme, and I get on Raw, and didn't they use the same, or not?
What, the War Raiders?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the same theme song. They still have the same song.
I'm dead. Oh, damn. I remember they changed someone else's theme song, too, when they got called up, but I can't remember. But it's just like, I forgot who it was, man. But it was like, it's just like, bro, come on. And even if that is the reason, identity for money. Dude, it just shows how greedy they are. On that same story, it said that a lot of people who had CFO songs were also told to do the same thing, but they disagreed, and they refused to sign that thing. It's like, bro, ain't nobody gonna sign this bullshit. People aren't gonna exchange their identity with their theme song to fucking fill their pockets, not the individual's pockets, but Vince's pockets, bro. That greedy ass shit. Like you said, CFO made the song. Why are WWE even get 50% of it? WWE should get like 25% of it. Or no, Keith Lee should get the 25%. WWE shouldn't get shit for that. It's not them. It's CFO and Keith Lee for him. Come on, man. It's just another case of Vince being a greedy old bastard and only caring about money and willing to put anything else, and when he put the money above anything else, including his employee's identity and just literally anything else, bro. What will Vince do for money? It's just fucked up, man. It's just straight bullshit and straight greed. And then with that generic garbage, bro. Come on. If you're gonna replace Keith Lee's theme, it better be the best damn theme song I ever heard in my life, because his old one was literally perfect for him. That song was amazing, and you just switch it for money. Come on, bro. Come on. That shit's just, fuck, man. I'm just scared for everyone else. Whoever get called up next, whoever has a CFO theme song now, getting Corbin probably get a new song soon. Wait, no, this is a band. You never know, man. Who's next, man? It's just fucked up, man. So yeah, bro, that's bullshit.
Yeah, man, 100%. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they were thinking there with changing his theme song and putting new gear on him. I mean, bro, this is what he's wrestled in his whole life. You know what I mean? Like, he is comfortable like this. He is maybe not his whole life, but for the majority of, as he started gaining traction. I'm not sure what he wore when he first became a wrestler, but for when Keith Lee started to become a very known name, this is all he's worn, because this is what he's comfortable in. And obviously, I don't understand the logic in making your talent. I understand the talent of making your talent step out of the comfort zone, but when it's something that is as little, when it's something like gear, it shouldn't matter what they're in. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
I understand stepping out of a comfort zone as in trying to find more charisma, character development, stepping out of your comfort zone in that way. I don't understand the point of stepping out of the comfort zone by putting him in completely new gear that does not make him look nearly as badass as he did before. And here we are. Keith Lee is wearing, like I said on Unscripted, loose booty shorts and a fucking basketball shirt.
Seriously.
Skin tight. So yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. You know why they did that to him? Because they think he's fat. That's why they did that to him, and it's completely fucking ridiculous. WWE wants to make all these bully campaigns, bro. They are the bullies. Come on now.
Seriously.
Come on.
Like, come on, man. Stop that shit.
Honestly.
Fans don't give a fuck. It's Vince. Let's stop Vince from doing that shit, please.
Seriously.
God.
Yeah. So, moving on here. Speaking of Keith Lee, the man that beat the Limitless One, or now the Limited One, for that championship, Karrion Kross. I'm pretty sure you guys know by now, but we just wanted to give our thoughts on it, man. Karrion Kross is on the shelf, officially injured, man. Done. No more NXT champion for Karrion Kross, and we'll save that for our last story of what happened, what ended up happening due to Karrion Kross dropping the title. But no, Karrion Kross went out with a separated shoulder, man. Same thing Finn Balor had back in 2016, and that takes a 6 to 9 month recovery. and I think Balor came back in about 7 or 8 months, but the longest being 9 and the shortest being 6. So yeah, Karrion Kross is on the shelf, and the NXT Championship is up for grabs, bro. What do you think? What do you think about?
So NXT Summer, he wins it, and he has to relinquish it, bro. That's just fucked up, man. I feel so bad for him, man, because he is a great talent, man. They did push him too fast, but and then the fuck, what are you gonna do, man? But now he's in relinquish it, and now like not only and for all the people saying he's gonna come back, win that thing right back, he's going to the main roster the second he comes back. If he's not, I will be shocked, because he is definitely made for the main roster. He is a main roster guy, through and through, man. Clearly, and I would probably prefer him on the main roster. Weirdly enough, man. But well, the way they're booking him, yeah. But anyways, man. So now we have this, not even a tournament, just a set in stone match already for next week on Tuesday, which they changed NXT to Tuesday that week. Dynamite be on Tuesday next week, but now Dynamite is back on Wednesday next week. So that's what they fucking get for trying to compete with Dynamite for no fucking reason with Super Tuesday. The fuck? That's what, bro. Yo, that's what they fucking get. Now they have to have that loner ass show, and hey, man, it's only gonna benefit them to be what sounds better, an all-out go-home show or that one match. That is next week's NXT's whole attraction. One fucking match. What any call, man. Stop trying to fucking compete with fucking Dynamite, man. But back to the match itself, man. They got Ciampa, they got Gargano, they got Cole, and they got fucking Balor. I'm sorry, fuck. So who's gonna win? Are we gonna prediction for this match?
Yeah, we're gonna do it later, but it's cool.
Are you sure we can do it later?
All right, go ahead, man.
Wait, are we doing it later or now?
We're doing now.
All right. So my prediction is definitely two I'm weeding out are definitely Gargano. I'll say Gargano and Cole, but now I'm leaning more towards Gargano and Ciampa. Ciampa for two reasons. One, he's got heat on Twitter, some bad heat on Twitter, and he just came back, and he's clearly going to be on another kind of slower build. I think those two, especially Gargano, guaranteed not winning it. Cole, I don't think he's going to win it either, but man, they might do a thing where he wins it right back, just again, because it could be a Triple H failsafe, because he doesn't want them to get called up, so he might just keep them in NXT for that reason alone. But I don't see it happening in the slightest, man. The only person I truly winning this match is Finn Balor, man. Wants, he fits that role perfectly, man. So I think it's an obvious Balor winner. You know what? I'm gonna dig it, man. I'd love to see the Prince. That whoever gets built up next can take it from him. Whether it is Ciampa again, if he's out the hot water, someone new, man. Whoever it is, man, it's gonna be some great shit, bro. But yeah, bro, that's my opinion on that whole news. What about you?
Yeah, yeah, again, so we got this fatal four-way, for the NXT Championship. So basically, obviously, if you can't tell from the title of the video, they fast-tracked this championship match to next week, and we do not need this match next week in the slightest. Yeah, dude, he just went out. Don't, bro, you can go without a champion for a while. You know what I mean? Like, that was one of the coolest things about NXT, the long-term booking. You know what I mean? We never really got, unless we really had to, a big swap almost instantly for like a number one contender. Basically, the time that Ciampa went out, that was one of the only times where I remember them making a move like that quickly. But obviously, here we are now, and you could have still had this fatal 4-way match. I mean, it's going to be a great match. It's going to be one of the best NXT matches, probably this year. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it's probably going to be one of the best NXT matches this year. But at the end of the day, bro, let things breathe. Let things breathe. That was the coolest thing about NXT when NXT was at its hottest. Obviously, that's what we didn't like about the main roster. Everything was so rushed, and on NXT, everything had time to build and things like that, and time to just let things soak in. So, obviously, we have we got this NXT Fatal 4-Way match, and I would have liked to seen just, what is that, 4 singles matches or a mini tournament earn their shot in it, you know what I mean? Don't just give these guys the match because they're all big names. And that's what they did, man. But, well, whether we like it or not, that's what we're getting next Tuesday, man. So, yeah, my prediction for this match, I do not see them giving it to Adam Cole. That guy is a minute away from getting called up to the main roster. And as for Gargano, it could be him. And then down the line, they could have Candice LeRae be the NXT Women's Champion, and then they'll get the couple champions. So that there's always the possibility of that. Ciampa just came back, and I think they're gonna kind of save his title reign with a crowd. Not even if he's heel or babyface, I feel like they're gonna want to save it for a crowd because whether Ciampa's a heel or face, we all love Ciampa, and I feel like they're gonna want to save that pop for the for fans. That's if we're inching closer to that, but if not, they could put it on him too. He was made to look like a badass. But honestly, something's just telling me I do not see Tommaso Ciampa walking out as the NXT champion here. I feel like they're gonna want to make him more aggressive over the fact that he lost and kind of build on that more aggressive Tommaso Ciampa. And then we bring ourselves to the Prince, bro. One thing I was telling Sir earlier, man, I wonder if they called Cody Rhodes the Prince of Pro Wrestling as kind of a dig at the Prince that we get on NXT. I wonder, man.
Yeah.
So, I don't know whether it is or not. I'd like to find out. I mean, that'd be pretty interesting to find out. I wonder, because it was almost randomly they started calling him the Prince of Pro Wrestling. Yeah, it's kind of randomly. So I wonder why they started doing that. I wonder if it is a dig at the Prince, especially being that he obviously comes from the same cloth that most of those guys in the Elite came from. So, yeah, Balor. I think it's going to be Finn. I really think it's going to be Finn. I don't like Finn in that mid-card role. I think he just kind of looks like he's passing by week. He is made for the main event, for a spot like this. And when he's beating guys like Ciampa and Gargano and Cole, those guys are NXT bulletproof, bro. Those guys are NXT bulletproof. If he beats them, it's not nearly gonna look as bad as him beating Damian Priest. And I love Damian Priest, but bro, he's not a Ciampa, and he's not a Gargano, and he's not an Adam Cole. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So, obviously, guys like Damian Priest are not bulletproof in NXT, at least yet. But guys like those are, and Finn Balor is made for this main event role in NXT, and I'd like to see him doing something that he looks like he's enjoying, because although he feels more badass on NXT, he just kind of seems out of it to me. Kind of, maybe the main roster just did that to him, or maybe, like I said a couple weeks ago, maybe he's just more focused on his home life, which is completely fine, but, yeah, I mean, which is completely fine, but I don't know. For some reason, Finn Balor just looks super out of it to me.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, man. So I think it's gonna walk away with the Prince. He's gonna walk away as the NXT champion, man. I think it's gonna be the Prince, bro. And hey, Karrion Kross went out with the same injury Finn Balor went out with 4 years ago. And here Finn Balor is 4 years later, a little past that date that he won the Universal Championship and had to relinquish it because he separated his shoulder. That kind of shit writes itself, man. And I hope NXT still has it in them to connect those dots, obviously. Not only because it's the most obvious shit in the world to point out, but because they are not negligent, or they once were not. But that's just for us to find out moving forward, man. So, yeah, man. So, that's who I'm predicting, bro. I think it's going to be the Prince. And I think he's going to walk away the new NXT champ for sure, man. Moving on here. I guess we could run by... No, we'll get to that when we get to the AEW stuff. WWE Thunderdome. WWE released a statement regarding KKK members. Some dude dressed up, whether he was actually in it or not. That's... who knows at this point? It's fucking world people. But whether he's in it or not, there was some jagoff decided to go on the WWE Thunderdome and put himself in a KKK gown, I guess, on the...
what they're called.
And Jesus Christ. Not only that, that is what I believe what was the final straw to make WWE put out a statement. But however, we also had people flashing Chris Benoit. We also had a live murder take place. And obviously, if you want to go back to SummerSlam, we got that Fire Velveteen Dream one. So, yeah. I mean, this is very, very fucked up shit, obviously. And WWE released a statement on this saying that they are going to focus more on putting people that they trust in those Thunderdome seats. And, yeah, I mean, hey, no matter how fucked up this shit is, WWE had to have expected this, and expect worse coming. If this is going to be a long-term thing, expect worse, because...
show their dick.
Yeah, because people just...
People are sick.
Yeah, people are just sick, and they can't. Some of the time, it's not even be that. It's not even that. It's just people thinking they're funny, and they're not funny in any way. Also, one of the more funnier ones, but somebody put Kenny Omega on there. So
just watching it, just bruh.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, as for the fucked up ones, I mean, Jesus Christ, people. Dude, just find better humor, or people are sick. Jesus. Yeah, so, yeah, man, what do you think about the Thunderdome fans acting up?
Thunderdome. I mean, like you said, they should have fucking expected this shit. Wrestling fans are either think they funny or a bunch of weird pricks. So, that's just the coin of the bad ones, man. but or they're stupid, but might as well. But other than that, back to the Thunderdome, man. Yeah, bro, they're just gonna start doing more to stop it, even though some more shit's inevitable. It's obvious, bro. It's obvious, man, but yeah, man, that shit sucks. Posting some fucked up shit, man. Like that one video where it looks like the dude killed someone, and like slit his throat or some shit. Like, the fuck is wrong with people, man? The Fire Velveteen Dream one's not that bad. I don't, do that. The Kenny one's not bad, but just the other ones, just don't do that type of shit, man. That shit is not alright, bro. Like, if you're gonna do something funny in that thing, wear a Fiend mask. Like, come on, do some. That shit's funny. Not some weird, morbid shit. That's just not funny, man. But yeah, man, they're just gonna do more to stop it, man. People they trust don't know what they mean by that, but because clearly, if fucking a picture of Kenny Omega is able to get through, who knows what is, man. So, what are they truly doing to stop it? But it's just like, come on, man. And they're booting people off for fucking. One dude was wearing a Moxley shirt and got booted off, apparently. One dude fucking tried to start a New Day Rock chant. That's like the one I don't get. Like, first of all, they love the New Day. Second of all, what is wrong with that? But they just booted his ass, so, it's. They clearly are unable to stop people from getting through, but they'll ban someone for any little thing, so, man, so. I don't think we'll get none too crazy, but we're gonna definitely see some fucked up shit. Whether is Payback in the Thunderdome? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're probably gonna see some fucked up shit at Paperback at Payback, and for the weeks to come, man. But yeah, bro, that's just wrestling fans. They're not right, man. Some people in this community are just dumb, weird, sick, or just fucked up, man. So yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. 100%. Let's see. Guess we could go over this last one. This is about it we have for WWE, except for our last story, which we will save that for the last one instead. And okay, so hair versus hair match that was supposed to take place with Sonya Deville versus Mandy Rose. It was originally supposed to be hair versus hair. If you guys have not heard the situation already, man, basically what happened was they were obviously going to go through with this match, and obviously you guys pretty much know by this point, if you haven't heard it from us, you've heard it from somebody else, what happened with Sonya Deville. Long story short, if you haven't heard it, some dude came to her house, knife, duct tape, zip ties, standing 4 feet away from her, and her and Mandy Rose booked it out of the house, man, and super scary situation. He was texting her from outside the house. He cut a hole in one of her screens, and just hopped in, man, and they were alerted by that, obviously, Sonya Deville's alarm system, and they dipped out of the house, and they figured, her attorney figured that it would not be a good idea for Sonya Deville to show up in court with a bald-ass head, which obviously tells you who was going to win. Sonya was going to get her hair shaved, man.
Yeah.
So they figured it was not a good idea, probably because things with surveillance footage and stuff like that, that would not at all be a good idea to show up with a bald head in court when the first time she was in there, she had obviously long black hair. So that's why they went with the loser leaves WWE match instead. And yeah, man, and Sonya Deville is out now. Personally, I don't think she's done with WWE. I think she needs to take a long break out of the spotlight mentally to get herself right, to regain that comfortability in her own home, unless she's just going to find a new house, because that's completely understandable as well. Obviously, everybody knows that all wrestlers pretty much live in Florida, except for a couple. All big wrestlers at least live in Florida if you're with the WWE for the most part. And yeah, man. So everybody knows that. So maybe she wants to go somewhere where people would not think a wrestler would live, like Braun Strowman lives in Wisconsin. I would have never guessed that. I thought he lived in Florida like every other wrestler, but apparently not. So yeah, man. So Sonya Deville, man, probably just wants a really long break out of the spotlight, and yeah, that's well fucking deserved, dude. I mean, that's a crazy. That is fucking crazy. I honestly would not even be able to sleep at night. It's just
No,
incredibly scary to think like what would have happened had fucking the guy had got in without tripping an alarm. You know what I mean? I It is incredibly scary, but that is the reason why they ended up going with the loser leaves WWE match. The match was shit, but I think Sonya will be back, so I definitely don't think that will be her last match. I just think she needs to step out of the spotlight for a minute, and that's a completely understandable, man. So what do you think about this whole situation?
that situation's just fucked up, man. Like, that's that some wrestling fans can be fucking sick. He is the definition of fucking disgusting, man. The fuck, man. And it sucks for her, man, because she gotta live with this shit now. Now she'll probably never be, able to, even mentally do a meet and greets of any kind and shit, man. So I just feel so bad for Sonya, man, having to go through this shit, and Mandy too, man. But it's just like, fuck, man. And of course, they changed the hair versus hair match for the court date, and the court shit. So that's obvious, man. So respectfully, they did that, man, because I mean, Vince would be the type to make her go bald at a court hearing, put her off TV. The loser leaves WWE match. So whether she comes back or not, man, hey man, people were loving Shayna. We and you were loving Shayna, and
Sonya?
after her leaving. Yeah, Sonya. Yeah. Um. Yeah, man. People are loving her, man. Just fucked up, man. So changed the match for a good reason, man. They had to. So yeah, man. Whether she comes back or not, hey man, I just hope she's happy and feels safe after that bullshit, man.
Yeah,
Fucking,
she probably won't even be able to live in a big house anymore. She'll
oh
probably
no,
be fucking scared. You know what I mean?
most definitely.
That
Hell yeah, I would be too,
somebody's across
man.
the house. Yeah, 100%.
Seriously. But then you got fans apparently are texting her shit like, "I'll finish the job he started," and people
That's
are
crazy.
fucking God,
People are
man.
such
What a
dickheads.
People are such pieces of shit. I feel so bad for her, man. She wants to ditch the spotlight, man. I say do it, man. Cause fuck this. God. But yeah, bro. No one should have to go through that, man. That's just not right.
Yeah, 100%. And I wish Sonya the best. If this is it, then this is it,
Mm-hmm.
man. And I wish her the best. I wish her all the happiness in the world, man, because she deserves it. She was just getting good, and well, I mean, she's been good the whole time, but she was finally coming to get in, coming to get in her own,
Mm-hmm.
growing into her own, and I mean, things like fucking that have to happen because people are fucking assholes and people are idiots, and shit like that has to happen, man. And now if this was her last go, shit like that has to end because people want to be assholes, and and now things like this have to end because one man decided to be an asshole, and now none of us can enjoy Sonya Deville for what she was becoming. And I hope if she does come back, I hope Mandy Rose is the SmackDown Women's Champion or one of the Women's Champions, because that'd be a kick-ass feud, bro. That'd be a kick-ass feud, and I'd love to see Sonya take the strap off of Mandy if she
Mm-hmm.
eventually does come back. But if not, man, again, I wish her all the happiness in the world. That is just that is a fucking horribly scary situation, and I wish her all the happiness in the world, man. But yeah, this wrestling seems like an awesome thing. It really does, until you're under that fame and under this fan base that is just like
God.
I mean, the fans are great. Fans are great, but some fans just gotta ruin it for the rest of us. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
Got fans like that who's not even a fan at that point. You're just
Uh,
have an obsession, and you're just
Psycho.
it's a psycho ass fucking idiot that has nothing better to do than try to ruin somebody else's life and career because of your fantasy. That's never gonna come true, dude. Come on now. Fucking get real
Seriously.
here. Sorry. But yeah, it's incredibly scary to just think, all of us, bro, were one less tripped alarm away from reporting the murders of Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose and fucking being sad over their deaths, bro. So we were one tripped alarm away, one not tripped alarm away, I mean, from that shit, and that's incredibly scary. It's incredibly scary. But nonetheless, again, yeah, if this is Sonya's last go about, man, I definitely wish her the best. And if she does come back, man, I am all for it, bro. I would like to see what she can do when she comes back, because she was just coming into her own, man. And it's sad to see her go, but you can't not understand why, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure, man. So, yeah, yeah, man, and going back to the Thunderdome, but on the AEW side of it, because they made WWE look like a bunch of idiots. They actually had real life fans in attendance for AEW Dynamite on this Thursday, man. So WWE's going and spending a lot of money on LED boards. AEW's got the real thing. They got all their marks in the crowd singing Judas and whatnot. And it was an awesome thing to see them back at it, man. So, yeah, man. What do you think about the AEW fans being back?
Good for them, man. That felt really good, bro. Hearing them sing Judas, bro. Of course, it wasn't as loud because it was in a packed ass stadium. But when that song cut off, man, and they were singing, man, that just felt good, bro. That felt awesome, man. Fans were marking, man. They were having signs. It was just great, man. That shit was awesome. Hearing it again in the background, legit, feels so good, man. Good for them because they have been taking this shit seriously. And now, look what happened when you take this shit there. All and get some actual fans back, man. So that's awesome for them, man. Um, um, and good for the like guys performing, man, because they get to hear they get to hear an actual crowd again, man. So that's just amazing, man. Because during like these Thunderdome shows, you can tell like only like couple people are like truly enjoying that atmosphere. I noticed KO was really loving it. Noticed someone else too, man. But those are the type of people. Oh, McIntyre was loving it. Those are the type of people that do clearly miss the fans' reaction because they know they're fucking over. They love the fans. The fans love them. So they're the type that would benefit from that shit. But hey, man, just good on AEW, man. This is what happens if you take it serious, man. And now, oh, they're probably gonna have to be in the Thunderdome for the rest of the fucking year. And AEW already has fans back. Come on, man. Come on. I don't think they'll be in full arenas even this year, man. But even just this is just awesome, man. Awesome, man. But what do you think?
Oh, yeah, it's something I missed. And even being a fan, if there's one thing I miss so much, it's being at a show, man. We were lucky enough to go 2 years in a row, take over Chicago 2 and take over Chicago War Games. So I miss it. I miss being a part of the crowd. I miss seeing the crowd on TV. And I hope this proved our point. No matter how many asshole fans you have, and no matter how many creeps fans you have, at the end of the day, you always have fans like us who, yeah, we complain about this shit, but that's only because we want it to be the best product it possibly can. And we miss it, and we miss it very much. And we just want to be back in those buildings, man. And I'm happy that they let some of the marks back in the building. Yeah, so they let some of us back in. But yeah, obviously, guys like us over here in Chicago, man, and you're not in Florida. Obviously, we probably won't be getting that for a fat minute, if I'm being honest with you, and it sucks. But as for watching it on television, it was awesome. It's an element that is very, very much missed, and it's needed. It's well needed, I think, for a wrestling show. And yeah, man. So yeah, definitely think very, very well much needed, and I'm happy to see him back, bro. So yeah, man. Moving on. Let's see. Oh, here we are. WWE. AEW's original plans for the Inner Circle's name was to call them the Fist. I wonder if that's a knock at the SmackDown Fist, but who knows, man. Yeah, what do you think about the Fist over the Inner Circle?
The Fist, bro. First of all, that name is weird. I either think of the SmackDown Fist, Daniel Bryan's joke about the SmackDown Fist, or what the joke was about, fisting. Like, come on, man. Fuck. Glad they changed it. Whether they were trying to poke fun at the Fist, man. I feel like I tried to get what they meant, like they were the fist, they were the punch, but like, bro, it's just lame and cheesy. I'm glad they went with the Inner Circle, man. The Inner Circle is genuinely an amazing name for the group. Oh, I couldn't think of the word group. For the group, man, because you know they're an inner circle of people. They're not a fist. So, I mean, it's like, what? I just read that news and I was like, bro, what? That's just not right, man. But, yeah, not much to talk about. It's kind of funny, man, but it's just, like, glad they didn't win with that shit, man. But, what do you think about the Fist?
Okay, yeah, that is a weird name. And yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand where that name came from. So yeah, I mean, it's just always really cool and really funny to hear those kinds of little Easter eggs, man, of what things could have been and what things would have been if such and such wouldn't happen and things like that, man. So it's always interesting to hear shit like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad they went with the Inner Circle, but yeah, not too much for me to say on that. So yeah, yeah, I'm definitely glad that they went with the Inner Circle, bro. But yeah, so here we are. Moving on. Sorry. I don't know. I keep like hearing noises.
Same.
I don't know what the fuck it is. When we get done with the news, we'll go on a minute and a half intermission just because I want to check.
Yes.
So, okay, here we are. Next up, man, Adam Page. This episode of Dynamite was a huge episode of Dynamite for the Elite because the Elite are out, or Adam Page, rather, is out of the Elite. And Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just nuts, man. That honestly is just nuts. Crazy string of events that happened. Adam Page held Nick Jackson's foot during their match with Best Friends, and it costed them the match. And yeah, man. So that is just absolutely crazy. That they that Adam Page cost them the match, and obviously, in turn, the Young Bucks would then later find him in later in the night and take his alcohol and throw it in his face and tell him that he was a stupid drunk. He was just a stupid drunk. They would then close the door. It's a really cool spot. Close the door and they slammed it, and the mirror on the back of the door shattered, and Adam Page was looking at himself in the mirror, in a shattered mirror. So that is absolutely cool. That happened, and I'm excited to see what's gonna happen with the with the bro, do you hear that?
Yeah, bro, you fucking... Bro, I'm hearing some shit. It sounds like talking.
Guys, if you will just excuse me for 1 second.
Yeah, sorry.
We are sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on the podcast. Okay, just did not know.
I'm sorry.
One of my parents were back home. Did not know. I honestly thought somebody fucking broke in the house.
Same.
Okay, here we are. Here we are, back again. Adam Page out of the Elite. I am very sorry. I just could not focus for that whole Hangman story. So, again, Adam Page is out of the Elite, and yeah, man, they kicked him out. He was looking at himself in a broken mirror, and it was absolutely sick, man. It was absolutely sick the way that whole segment looked, and yeah, it was really cool. And yeah, so I'm super excited to see what's gonna happen at All Out, and yeah, man, again, I'm just very excited to see what is going to happen with Adam Page. Honestly, if I do say so myself, I think Kenny Omega is going to be the one to turn here, man, and I think they're going to swerve all of us. And I think Kenny is going Kenny's going to turn heel, and maybe even the Bucks too, but I think it's going to be Kenny. Yeah, I was telling you this the other day, man, but I honestly feel that the Elite, as great as they are, and they can get back together down the line, they've outgrown each other. They're all so different. They're all very different, just not wrestlers, but they're all just very different characters and personas. And I think it would benefit them most now to split up and do their own thing and find their own uniqueness. Obviously, now that they cut off the Bullet Club ties, here we are now. And they are all so much, not past that, but they have almost just kind of, they're all just different. They're all just different now. And they all just don't seem like they would be in a group. And I think they would honestly just thrive more if they were separate entities. So, yeah, yes, so yeah, man, Adam Page out of the Elite, and this makes me even more excited for All Out, because now, in my opinion, the tag team match is the match I'm looking most forward to, bro. That's gonna be some fire. That's going to be a fire-ass matchup.
Oh,
And
yeah.
not even because of the match, but because of the story behind it, bro. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes of this, man. And it's one of those things that could go in multiple directions. AEW can be very unpredictable. I know they have it in them to not go for the most obvious thing, which obviously is Hangman turning, because he seemed pretty remorseful. But you never know. He could seem remorseful and completely flip his shit, or he can actually be remorseful, have Kenny be the one sticking up for the Bucks and Hangman and trying to get the band back together, and then have him just turn on Hangman, bro.
Yeah.
So JD said this was one of the really unpredictable outcomes, but Kenny with the revival. I thought
Oh.
that'd be pretty weird, but I'd be willing to see
Oh,
where it goes. So yeah, man. But considering the fact I'm not the biggest fan of Death Triangle, probably because we never really seen too much from them. I mean, Pac and the Lucha Bros kind of just seem like something kind of just thrown together, if you will. It kind of just seems like a really good singles guy forming with a really good tag team to make a beast faction. So I don't know, man. So yeah, we'll just have to see where everything goes from here. And yeah, dude, this makes me so pumped for the tag match at All Out. So incredibly pumped. And yeah, man, so what is that? That's about it. Two more stories. Okay, so on to our last WWE story before we move on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the pro. We are going to go over who was the top 11 Pro Wrestling Illustrated, right? Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
I have no idea who.
Yeah, Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Pro Wrestling Illustrated's top 11 superstars of 2020, midway into the year. I would assume, yeah, midway into the year 2020, man. At number 11, we have Keith Lee. Hey, this is in 2020. Oh, the year of July 1st, 2019 to June 30th, 2020. Oh,
Damn.
okay. At 11, still, we have Keith Lee. 10, AJ Styles. 9, Kofi Kingston. 8, Seth Rollins. 7, Cody Rhodes. 6, Kazuchika Okada. Kazuchika. I don't know. I forgot how to say his name. I stopped watching New Japan. Yeah, it's Kazuchika, right? Kazuchika Okada. Tetsuya Naito is number 5. Number 4 is Drew McIntyre. Number 3 is Chris Jericho. Number 2 is Adam Cole. And if you haven't watched Dynamite, you would not know who number 1 is, but they kept bringing it up, man. Number 1 is AEW's World Champion, Jon Moxley, bro. What do you think about that list?
I like it. I think it's a solid list, man. Like, I really don't watch New Japan anymore, man. But I bet those are probably. I mean, I'm not an Okada guy, but I could see him on that list, man. To most people, to a lot of people. To me, I don't really care for Okada, but I can see him on that list, man. But other than that, yeah, I don't see the hype. But anyways, bro. Sorry. Anyways, bro. Most of the list I think is pretty solid. McIntyre, Cole, definitely. Moxley, obviously. Keith Lee had a pretty good year, and well, his whole year, especially late 2019. Sorry, late 2019, man. God. Yeah, man. I think most of those people had a great ass year, man. AJ, he's a little rocky, because I mean, I'm just not a fan of this version of AJ, man. But hey, man, when was it? When was the start of it? In 2019?
July 1st, 2019.
So doesn't
I don't
count.
know. I don't know who the hell.
So, oh yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, it does.
Shit. I'm thinking of one yard match was last year. What the fuck? This year's been felt so long. But man, I think it's a solid list, man. I would maybe put some people in that list, replace someone or two. But like overall, I think it's a pretty solid list, man. What about you, man? What do you think about that list?
I got a problem with a couple of them in here. Kofi.
He kind of got buried at the end, 2019.
AJ.
Mm-mm.
I don't. Keith Lee had a kick-ass past year. Because that includes War Games, Dijak. I think all of his matches with Dijak. Yeah, I think his NXT title win, right? June 30th, past June 30th. Oh wait, no, or was that in July? No, it was in June, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Keith. It includes his title win. It includes Survivor Series, War Games, his Royal Rumble, Takeover Portland. What do you do at the? He was North American champ. Who the hell did he defend against at Takeover New York?
I forgot.
What the hell did he defend against? Well, what would have been Takeover New York? Damn.
Was I don't remember. Who
Uh,
the hell?
or no, Takeover Tampa. I mean,
Yeah, Tampa. That takeover.
dude, I have no idea.
Wait, no, it didn't happen. Remember that takeover was fucking canceled.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what would have been Takeover Tampa? He didn't even defend it, did he?
No, I
Oh,
don't think
didn't
it
they cancel some of the matches?
Yeah, they did.
Damn. Oh, well, he didn't even defend it then, but regardless, that Gargano match at In Your House, I mean, I think Keith Lee should be a little higher. I don't see any reason for AJ Styles being higher than Keith Lee, but yeah, and Seth, Cody, pretty much 8 and down. I have amazing. People love Okada. Personally, I don't really like Okada. I just I just don't see it in him, man. Yeah, but Kofi, I thought Kofi's reign kind of sucked, considering his title win isn't even in here, and I didn't really think he put on the best matches during his title run, if I'm being completely honest with you, other than, I think it was one of the Orton matches I liked with Kofi. I can't remember, or there was like one match I think I liked from his title reign. AJ Styles, AJ just hits different nowadays, bro. He had one good match, the Boneyard match, in that past year. I mean, AJ's always putting on solid matches, but like the matches I remember, it's only the Boneyard match. But yeah, other than that, I mean, pretty accurate list. Mox is awesome. Cole is awesome. Jericho, Drew. I like Naito. Okada. I have my differences with Okada. Cody, Seth. I like Kofi and AJ, but I just didn't think they had the best year. And Keith Lee. Keith Lee's my boy, bro. So I'd like to definitely see him higher. But hey, again, this is Pro Wrestling Illustrated. They're most likely gonna pick somebody like AJ over Keith Lee any day of the week. So hey, man, that's neither here or there. But yeah, so that's the list, man. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of it. And obviously, we just told you what we think of it. So yeah, bro, without any further ado, as for our final story for the news, I have the quote here. If you just allow me a minute to pull it up. Okay. According to Wrestling News, okay, it's a very generic sounding source, Vince McMahon wants Roman Reigns to have an edge to him, and that is what they are doing now with him, since this is what was originally planned for WrestleMania 36. Now, listen, people like me, people like Sir K, as much as we hate this, we knew this day was coming. We knew the day was coming where Roman Reigns was eventually going to come back to television, and then he was eventually going to be immediately coronated, which is seemingly what's happening now. And I would have liked, bro, you attacked The Fiend at the end of SummerSlam, and he didn't even come out and address the live audience tonight. I had a little bit of a problem with that. I thought that was kind of stupid how they went about that. I would have liked to see Roman talk, or I would have liked to see Roman's new manager talk for him. If you guys don't know, WWE finally listened to us amongst the grace of God. What are we at? WrestleMania 36? 2 WrestleManias late, but it's here.
30.
Paul Heyman. What's up?
Oh, talking about Paul Heyman. I thought you were talking about a general heel turn.
Oh, goodness. That's like fucking
6 years.
Yeah, but, well, if you guys were a fan of this channel a while ago, you would know my Roman Reigns, the video, I believe, isn't up anymore. Well, it is to me. I just privated them all. But, basically, I pitched Paul Heyman would turn on Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 34 and coronate Roman Reigns. And it's finally here. But, bro, really? You couldn't have, like, addressed that with a live audience? I thought that was kind of needed, considering that's honestly such a shitty follow-up. It's such a shitty follow-up. This guy, again, just attacked The Fiend at SummerSlam, and he can't even come out and address the live audience with his new manager, or the live Thunderdome audience, rather. I thought that was a little ridiculous, and again, I thought it was a horrible follow-up, and I definitely thought they could have did better. But here, WWE, obviously, can never do anything the right way here, so, yeah, I mean, I thought, I don't know, I was waiting for him to come out and stake a claim or something, man, but, no, he just stayed in the back, and at the end of the show revealed that he was with Paul Heyman. I would have liked to see that come to fruition at Payback, or I would like to see that come to fruition at, tonight, in the ring. I don't know, but what do I know, right? What do I know? I'm only a fan. I'm not a wrestler, so I can't have an opinion. Anyway, yeah. Reigns, absolutely, though, I definitely think that, definitely think that he should have came out tonight, man. And as for him having an edge, he should have always had an edge, bro. He should have never been winking at cameras all the time and doing all this stupid shit and beating literally everybody. I mean, it just made him look stupid. He should have always had an edge, bro. If you look at Roman Reigns, the amount of badassery off his look alone, if you look at him and think, that's our next baby kisser, mother-loving, kid-loving, pandering to the masses of the children guy, dude, you're doing something wrong. Like, Cena looks just like a good dude. He just looks like a good guy. You know what I mean? He just looks like that kind of guy. That is, you know what I mean? But, like, Roman, really, man?
Dark black hair, tats, like, bro.
Have that be Wyatt. Bro.
Yeah.
Funhouse Bray. Obviously, you can't have the Fiend go around kissing babies, but, like, Funhouse Bray. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he's a joyful ass dude. He's super happy demeanor. It's like, dude, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. For fucking 2 years late, and with Paul Heyman. But I'm interested to see where it goes. For sure, man. But we'll just have to wait and see, because I have no clue at this point, man. But what do you think about Roman Reigns?
For sure.
Gentlemen, damn it. Okay, we are going to try to get him back. And just... Okay, I apologize for that. He should be back here soon. Okay, there he is. Okay, I apologize. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, what do you think about Roman Reigns having the edge now?
The edge. Like I said, he should have always fucking had an edge. Like, come on, man. But, bro, you couldn't have revealed this in an actual segment on the show, in the main event segment. Bro, you would have had a pop for Roman. that is all they ever wanted. They would have a genuine pop for Roman Reigns if they would have revealed that, or if they revealed it at Payback. Bro, that's how he should have won the fucking title.
100%.
Like, seriously, that could have been a massive pop for Roman Reigns. Those words, come on, man. Pop for Roman Reigns? I don't think that's ever said in a sentence yet. Come on, man.
I know, man. Yeah,
Like,
it's almost like those two shouldn't be in a sentence the way they fucking booked him for the past God knows how many years.
Like, now he's gonna do some shit and it's gonna win the title, man. I mean, it was inevitable at Wyatt, man. We all know Roman was gonna beat him eventually, man. But just this soon, man. If Roman was gonna come back and do this, why even put the title on Wyatt? Why? Should just kept it on the bean, man. But Roman, man, wanting to make him a baby kissing, loved, all around good guy for how many years, man. So if you want to make him edgy, it's gonna either take a while, or he's gonna have to do some real big shit. To make Roman edgy, if you want to be an edgy baby face, you gotta make him heel first. With how long he's been that good guy baby face, he has to be heel before he could be an edgy baby face. Come on, man. Their logic, man. They just don't have it, man. But yeah, man. Roman's back. He's edgy now, which just turn him heel. That's all you gotta do. But hey, man, this was inevitable, man. I just don't think it happened this soon, man. But I don't hate it. It's just like, why even put the title on Bray if you're just gonna have not Wyatt, just gonna have Roman just win it next, literally a week later. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree with that, man. Roman, they absolutely set Bray up for failure here, man. And I think I honestly, I don't see this as a heel turn. I genuinely see this as them beating around the bush so they don't have to turn him heel. Well, we're just gonna make him edgy. That's what the fans want. It's like, but he has to act it too. He can't just be a badass in the ring. You know what I mean? He can't just be aggressive in the ring. He's got to have that demeanor that he's having now, really. Just not with the Fiend. You know what I mean? That's not the right... Those are two huge entities where one show, whether it's Raw or SmackDown, is not big enough for the both of them. You have a top guy here and a top guy there. This is the kind of match you need to plan for a Mania 5 years down the line, man. This isn't something you immediately throw at us. Your top babyface, really, in Bray, versus your top, probably tweener in Roman. And, you know, this is a match you need to plan 5 years down the line and have it be a big match at Mania. And in those 5 years, focus on building the talent, bro. Focus on building the talent. Don't just throw it at us because they figure, oh, well, both of these guys are as cool as they're going to get. No, make them cooler. Put in an effort. Put in a fucking effort. That's why you don't have any big stars like a Cena or like an Austin or like a Rock or like an Undertaker anymore. I mean, to marks that watch NXT you do, and to marks that recognize Bray Wyatt's undoubtable talent you do, but in the grand scheme of things, they don't look as good as Austin, you know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, everybody knows Austin, everybody knows Cena, everybody knows Rock, you know what I mean? So, I mean, that's all we want, man, and we're the kind of fans that get called an asshole, a smark, we can't have an opinion because we're not a wrestler. Like, no, you just don't understand it, bro. We just want these people to be remembered in wrestling, and not even in wrestling, in the world, like the Rocks and the Cenas. And you just want to throw Bray Wyatt in front of Roman Reigns like that? That's whack, man. That is ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous, bro. Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's it for the news. And now moving on to the Payback predictions, man. Starting off, we got ourselves Matt Riddle versus King Corbin.
Oh, fuck.
What do you think about this match, man?
First of all, why? Don't. If you're gonna make someone a star, don't put him against Corbin, man. That's not gonna make him anything. And if you're gonna put him against Corbin, should have put this on SummerSlam. God, man. But uh, who do I predict to win this match, man? Better be Matt Riddle. If it's not Matt Riddle, then what the fuck? It's gotta be, bro. I don't know if they want to continue this feud, because, now that Chad Gable's involved, might interfere, might do some shit, might portray Corbin. To be honest, I don't care. But it's just like, bro, should have put this on SummerSlam at the least, man. But, who do I predict? It's gotta be Matt Riddle. And then, after this, probably, Corbin and Gable will feud, and Matt Riddle will go on to do who knows what, because like he
Sammy.
posted and Sammy.
Oh, by the way,
True.
Sami Zayn came back tonight. Real quick, what are your quick thoughts on that?
That was cool to see, man. Even though he looks fucking homeless, do not like his look.
Hate
but
his
hey,
look.
man, good to see Sammy back, man. And I like the way he came back. That he's still the true Intercontinental Champion, bro. So. Probably a Payback. We're gonna get a match. We're gonna announce a match between him and Jeff, or they're just gonna wait till the next pay-per-view, even though they're literally 1-2 days away. So he should have came back before or at SummerSlam. If there's a week later another pay-per-view is happening, you would think that's how they would do it. But it's Vince McMahon. His brain's rotting away, man. So come on, man. But yeah, bro. Yeah, good for Sammy, man. But back to the Matt Riddle. He'll probably go on to the Intercontinental picture, man. And Corbin will probably go on to Gable, man. So that's who I got. I got Riddle. What about you, bro?
Riddle versus Sammy. I'm down, bro.
Sweet.
I would also like to see something planned out with their IC title for Payback, but I guess that's 2 pay-per-views in a row. The IC title is just taking a leave of absence, so hopefully we get something confirmed in the next couple days, but I guess we'll just make a prediction on that afterwards, just in case. But because they're gonna announce something tomorrow morning. You know it. They're gonna announce something. Yeah, Matt Riddle versus Baron Corbin. Better be Matt. It better fucking be Matt Riddle. Or else, why are you even calling people up anymore? Why? And you know what? Why are people even still being called up if they consider NXT a legit brand?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. And I don't know who in NXT at this point wants to say, other than if you're Karrion Kross, or I guess Keith Lee, they baited his ass. We want him on the main roster. Roman Reigns wants a one-on-one match with you. He shows up to fucking TV, man. Here we are. He shows up to Raw, and now he is, looks completely ridiculous. Don't even get me fucking started on that shit. I'm not even gonna make myself angry. Yeah, but, yeah, why? Why are you even calling people up if Matt Riddle loses? But, regardless, Matt Riddle's definitely winning here, and that means Corbin will probably just be triggered at Gable. And yeah, that'll probably be the end of that. That'll probably be the end of that feud, bruh. I hope it doesn't go any longer. There's no point. Matt Riddle Corbin just seems to be one of those guys that basically what Dolph Ziggler used to be. Whenever there's a new guy, Just put him up against Corbin for a first feud. You know what I mean? He's at that level, and you don't want to be at that level. AJ was a perfect first feud. It was something to get Matt Riddle legit, and it was somebody that doesn't always do that, so it seems special. Like, oh shit, this guy's going after AJ Styles. Hey, here we go, man. But yeah, so definitely Matt Riddle is my pick here. And yeah, real quick, if there does end up happening to be a Jeff versus Sammy match, I'm gonna go with Jeff, only because of the fact they're gonna punish Sammy. They kept bringing up to him, "Why are you gone? Why are you gone? Why'd you go for no reason?" I think Caleb Braxton said that to him, and obviously Sammy has very legit reasons, and so did Roman, as to why they left. And I don't know why everybody's coming back now. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not any safer unless they're actually testing weekly now. But yeah, I definitely see what's his face? I definitely see I see Jeff winning. Not because of that, but because they wanted to bring Sammy back as a babyface. And I definitely think that maybe what you could do here is man, is you can have Sammy lose and have him go in sort of this downward spiral. He lost his friends. Clearly his friends don't really want nothing to do with him at this point, Nakamura and Cesaro. They even told him, like, look what happened after you left. We became champs. So he lost his friends. He lost his title he lost a while ago, but now he's truly lost it. So yeah, I'd go with Jeff, bro. What about you?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going with Jeff, man. AJ Styles out of the picture, man. Or, if he still is in the picture, he's gonna be out of it soon. And Sammy, they're just gonna fuck him over, man. That's just how it is. Like you said, they were bringing that up that he left them, he left the company, he dipped, he just disappeared.
They'll never say that to Roman, though. Never.
Oh no, exactly. Look what they're doing with Roman. Instant fucking world title match, universal title match, and with Sammy they shame him.
Yeah,
come on,
that's bullshit.
Come on, man. So who's gonna win? Obviously Jeff, man. And Sammy, man, just wait out your contract, man. 'Cause fuck this, fuck that. That's just fucked up, man. But yeah, Jeff's definitely got it. No doubt about it.
Yeah, man, 100%. So, moving on here, man, we have Dominic and Rey Mysterio once again. I don't know why, but they are getting another match against Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy at Payback. And after they got their asses whipped by Retribution tonight. And I wonder now if Retribution's just going to be a Raw stable. We did not see them tonight unless Roman's the leader of it.
True. That could be true, man.
So they're dropping a lot of hints, bro. They're dropping a lot of hints. Whenever we see Roman, we don't see Retribution. And obviously, whenever we see Retribution is on Raw. Whenever we don't see Roman, obviously. So, something to think about, man. And Paul Heyman could be the speaker for that group, considering Dio Madden was one of his guys that he requested on that Raw commentary team, and then they booted him. Hey, something to think about, man. So, who do you got for this match?
Side note, too, I could also see Dijakovic in that role, too, with Paul Heyman. That would be great. That would be good. But, with the match, man, wait. What match are we?
Dominic and Rey versus Seth.
Dominic and them. Yeah, bro. So who do I got? Well, another thing on Raw. Apparently, we're getting a Rey Mysterio and Seth match again. For whatever reason, they were advertising it. Apparently, the feud's not going to be over after this. So, who's gonna win, man? Fuck. Some probably gonna end with Seth and Buddy Murphy beating the shit out of Dominic yet again, man. So that'll probably what's gonna cause that the Monday's match. So who do I predict? What's his name? Seth and Buddy Murphy, man. Probably gonna do something to Dominic in that match. Dominic's gonna lose it, and then Ray is gonna go on to fight him Monday night at Raw. So yeah, man. Who do I predict, man? I'm predicting Seth and Murphy, man. They kind of made the obvious with that fucking ad for that match on Monday, and it's just, please end this feud. Please, let, before Seth goes off to be a dad, let him do something different with the
Important.
Messiah gimmick. Seriously, man. Seriously, man. But, yeah, bro. Bro, when Seth leaves, what heels are Raw gonna have until the draft?
Wow.
God.
Well, the
Nobody.
draft. Maybe,
Yeah.
I mean, the draft's their last hope to get anybody on Raw before Seth goes. By the
Seriously.
way, the guy that's going to sing Keith Lee's theme song is
Mhm.
Sergio Veneno.
Oh.
I
Alright.
never heard of him, so.
No.
We
So,
never heard of Johnny Gargano's artist either, Hope Vista, and she ended up being pretty good, so
hopefully this person's
hopefully
good.
this guy's pretty good. I don't know, hopefully he can like remix Bask in His Glory. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
But yeah,
And then
man.
change the catchphrase.
Yeah. I like
Well, fucking
bask in my
Zach
silhouette.
joins. Something like that, bruh. But, yeah, bro. For the match, I got Seth and Murphy, bro. What about you?
I have I think I don't care who Dominic's dad is. I think Seth has to win this feud, and I think definitely Seth and Murphy are gonna win, man. And I think that Rey Mysterio is going to take the pin, and I feel like he's gonna ask for a match with Seth to redeem himself, or Seth is going to beat the shit out of Dominic to the point where the match stops, and something like that, man. Or I could also see Ray pinning Seth and Seth facing him for redemption. But honestly, man, I feel like the Messiah and his disciple. I'd like to see more disciples, but what's the point now when he's going to be leaving in about 3 months? 3, 4 months to go back home to with Becky. And yeah, man. So, huh? Yeah. Yeah, man. Murphy and Seth. I think. Yeah, I think that those two are definitely gonna pick up the victory here. I don't know why they're advertising a Raw or a Ray and Seth match on Raw, but we'll have to see, man. But I think Seth and Murph have the advantage here, and I think they're gonna win it.
Yeah.
Just because I just want to see the Messiah win fucking something. Um,
Sure.
or win this feud. He lost his fucking feud to McIntyre. The least I could do for him is have him beat Dominic and fucking Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Moving on here for the United States Championship, we have Apollo Crews as MVP says Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley. I finally. What do you think
Sure.
about this match?
I mean, not bad. I mean, it's better than fucking MVP in the ring, so that's fucking good. Um, yeah, man, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I mean, I think we all know Cedric's time is sadly up, man. Paul Heyman's not on creative anymore. And we all
Don't you
know
mean
how they
Apollo?
think. No, Paul Heyman's not on creative anymore.
Oh no, you said it's Cedric's time. Don't
Oh,
you mean
I'm
Apollo?
dumb as shit. Yeah, Apollo. I'm dumb as shit. I mean, same for Cedric, but we all know Apollo was on Heyman was for him, man. Heyman's off the team, so obviously Apollo's gonna lose a man, and I think Bobby Lashley is gonna get that new U.S. title, which I actually like, man. I'm really liking the Hurt Business, man. Actually, like this Bobby. This is what Bobby Lashley should be. So that's good, man. So I think the title's gonna look good on him. And you know what? I don't think it's gonna be that bad, man. As long as they put him against the right people, man. Don't have him fight the fucking Lucha House Party. Don't have him be
Humberto.
doing. Yeah. Don't have him be doing shit like that, man. Have him face legit people in their mid card division, man. So yeah, man, liking the Hurt Business, and I think it's obviously gonna be a win for Bobby Lashley, man. I think he's gonna pick up the title, man. But what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, man, I'm really liking the Hurt Business, and as well, and I think that I think, what's his face? Lashley would look very cool with the NXT, or the NXT. I think he would look very cool with the United States Championship with that suit on, man. I think he'd look pretty legit if I do say so myself. So, yeah, man, I think they definitely got something there with that, man. So, yeah, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. And I honestly feel, I don't want to keep fucking saying this, but I honestly feel that Cedric is going to come get his payback on Apollo Crews. And I feel like Cedric's going to join the Hurt Business, bro. This guy is doing nothing. And he has been doing nothing. Same thing with Ricochet, but Ricochet will do way better as a singles if they let him, if he's... And, bro, you're going to have to start letting people, and you're going to have to break this team like Cedric and Ricochet up. Bro, these guys are singles guys, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these guys are singles guys, clearly. Put Cedric in the Hurt Business as, you know, one of those singles guys. And let fucking MVP and what's-his-face be the tag team. Shelton.
Yeah.
So, dude, do something like that, man. Cedric is way too talented to be in the random thrown together tag team with Ricochet. I'd rather see him in the Hurt Business, man. I think that'd be a lot better. And yeah, I really like that group, and I think the addition of Cedric Alexander would be awesome. And I'd like to see him kind of rise through the ranks amongst. I did an energy drink. I'd like to see him rise through the ranks above the Hurt Business, man, and I'd really like to see him do that. So, yeah, I think that's what's going to end up happening. Apollo, I think, is going to turn and join the Hurt Business. So I think in that result, Bobby Lashley is going to end up becoming your new United States champion, man. So moving on here, we have Bayley and Sasha Banks defending their Raw Tag Team Championships against the team of none other than Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. And yeah, Nia really sucks, man. What do you think? Shayna got that right.
She really does, man. Talking about, I hate her, and she sucks. But, God, fucking Shayna, she's a beast, man. But
And she really sucks.
she does. She really does suck, man. Don't know why they're teaming together. I don't like it, but I think it's all obvious, man. Obviously, Sasha and Bayley are gonna lose, man. It's obvious. They're rushing this feud, man. You could already tell, man. Just the shit they were talking about tonight. Talking about Sasha, talking about I'm gonna get my vengeance, and as she fucking looked at Bayley, Bayley was taking shots at Sasha. It's obvious, man. They're gonna lose those titles. Sunday night, man. To Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. The fuck, man. Yeah, man. Love that. Love these two. Love what they've been doing, man. But they're rushing this feud way too fucking much, man. This fucking shift shouldn't even be happening till like Survivor Series. Come on, man. Come on. But yeah, man. Who's gonna win? Obviously, Shayna and Nia Jax, man. And what they go on to do with those titles after this, who fucking knows? God, I don't fucking know, man. I really only cared about these tag titles with Bayley and Sasha, so I'm not gonna give a fuck. But as for Bayley and Sasha, it's gonna be each other, man, already, which means we're most likely not going to get the Bayley and Sasha Mania match. I guess we just gotta wait till All Out in fucking probably like 2 or 3 years to get that Bayley and Sasha match that we really been waiting for, man. But yeah, bro, that's what I got, man. What about you?
Yeah, man. I would like to see Bayley and Sasha win. I almost feel like Nia and Tamina are like a girl version of the Broserweights. Like, they, like,
Yeah.
hate each other. Well, no, because Matt Riddle liked Pete Dunne. I don't really think Pete Dunne was the biggest fan of Matt Riddle.
I think he was just like, man, Pete Dunne's just not a, he's a super serious guy. So that
Yeah,
was what
I don't
that
think.
was.
Right, I don't think. Yeah, it's like I don't think he hated Riddle by any means. I just think Pete's super serious, and Matt Riddle is obviously
Yeah.
the opposite. So, yeah, I don't know. Kind of like the Bar.
Yeah, I was trying to make him like a bar.
The Bar hated each other at first, but now obviously they went on to be one of the best odd pairing tag teams.
It's definitely.
Yeah, man, and yeah, but yeah, man, Tamina or what? Let's see, Tamina and Nia Jax, Shayna and Nia Jax. Who knows? And what they're gonna want to do with the titles? Again, who fucking knows, man? Um, maybe if they put Liv in the Funhouse, you could have Alexa and Liv.
Yeah, that would be
Be pretty
sick.
sick, bro. Yeah, man, but yeah, we're gonna end up seeing this Bailey and Sasha match at fucking Clash of Champions. It's gonna be done by Survivor
Oh,
Series. Ridiculous,
God.
man. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Bailey and Sasha. I'm gonna say they throw us an oddball. This is way too predictable. This is way too predictable, man. They're making it way too predictable, and I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt here, and say that I think Bailey and Sasha are gonna win. And it's gonna shock everybody, and I hope that they don't break up as soon as everybody thinks that they will. And yeah, man, I think they're gonna hold on a little bit longer. Just when everybody thinks they're gonna break up, I hope WWE has the brains to kind of sweep the rug out from under us and say, not yet, not yet. They're still holding on. Have them gain their confidence back, and then have them lose it. Don't do it when they're at their all-time low. That's too predictable. That's too predictable that Sasha wants to snap, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but knowing them, they'll probably have fucking Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler win because that's what Shayna got called up to do. Not team with Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke. Nope. She came up to team with Nia Jax. Moving on here, we have the limited Keith Lee versus the Legend Killer Man Randy Orton. This is a match Keith Lee's basically fighting for Drew McIntyre. So yeah, man, who do you think for this match?
Sadly, man. Sadly, I think it's probably gonna be. Damn. Well, the real question is the Orton and Drew feud gonna continue after this, man? If it is, then Orton's winning. If it's not, then I think Keith Lee has a chance to gain a victory, man, which would be amazing for him because I'm not saying like he's bad because he needs it because he's not established yet, but if he doesn't win, he's gonna look like a fucking fool. He's gonna look like an idiot on his call up, man. So I think Keith Lee has to win it, but will he win? I don't know, man. I think it's a hard prediction, man. I think we won't truly know till we watch the show, man. But right now, fuck. Damn. Does Drew have a match?
No,
Damn.
because remember he got Punk kicked, so that's why Keith Lee is here now.
Oh yeah. Yep. Keith Lee's losing because Drew's probably gonna attack Orton either after the match or maybe even during the match. But hey, man, they already did that, and that would probably lead to a Keith Lee versus Drew match, which I would be down for. But hey, man, this actually can go many ways, so
They're
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
leave
with
it
the worst
kind of
one.
open, most likely, knowing them. But I'm gonna just leave it open. But right now, I'm gonna just say Orton's probably gonna win. It's fucking sadly, but yeah, bro. Who do you think's gonna win this match?
A lot of people are saying that Keith Lee. What the thing is, Keith Lee kept saying, "Don't get involved in my," or he kind of mentioned Drew, like, I don't understand why he had to get involved in my first match here on Raw, or in my debut, he had to get involved. So it kind of seemed like Keith Lee was getting a little ticked off. don't turn him heel. Do not fucking turn Keith Lee heel. But maybe have him in a friendly kind of baby face, and not friendly, but a baby face. Enough animosity to the point where you could have a good babyface versus babyface rivalry, and I think it could definitely do good, man. I think you could have Drew cost Orton the match. Keith Lee wins next night on Raw. Have Keith Lee and Drew kind of out in the ring together, and then kind of have McIntyre slip in there, like, yeah, you picked up the victory last night because I helped you, or something like that. Obviously, something along those lines, and then have Keith Lee be like, wait, if you think I need your help so bad, then why don't you put that championship up against the line? There we go. Friendly babyface kind of feud. But I almost feel hesitant in asking for that because there is no fucking way Keith Lee is going to win the WWE Championship by then. Just because they got to start everybody from the bottom again. They can't just have them be stars when they hit the main roster. You got to have everybody start back in the trenches. So, yeah, man. But I'm gonna go with Keith Lee here. I think WWE will probably go Randy Orton, but I think Drew's gonna come back, which makes them look completely retarded, considering they said Drew might have a fractured skull, and all that stuff, and he's just gonna come back in 6 days from a fractured skull.
Yep.
That's WWE logic for you, but you know what? They'll be the first people to do it, and he'll be back at Payback, I can guarantee you. Mr. Skull Fracture is fucking Iron Man. So, that's honestly what I think is going to happen, bro. Even though it doesn't make any sense. Here we are. But yeah, Keith Lee. I definitely, not definitely, but I'm going to give my vote to Keith Lee here. I think McIntyre is going to have something to do with it, even though he has a fractured skull. He can get through anything, apparently, man. So, yeah, moving on here. The last match as we wrap things up here, man. Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman in a triple threat, no-holds-barred match for the WWE Universal Championship, bro. What do you think? Who do you got?
Bro, it's obvious, man. We all know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be Roman Reigns, man. Braun, he's probably gonna be the one to eat the pin, most likely. The way, knowing them, that's how they are. Bray Wyatt's probably gonna be on the side, pissed. Probably after it's gonna lead to the end of the Braun and Bray feud. Without a title, cause. But yeah, man. All this shit this week. Roman coming back. The way they're hyping him up. Heyman. And he's obviously gonna win it, man. It's obvious, man. And if not, they're just gonna longevigate it to probably Hell in a Cell or some shit. Knowing them, man. So, yeah, man. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Obviously gonna be Roman, man. I think we all know it, man. You know it. I know it. It's gonna be Roman Reigns, man. If he's heel, I'm down to see what it's gonna be, but like, come on, man. A week-long reign for Wyatt. A week? Bro. Come on, man. First, you bury him to fucking Goldberg, and now he loses a title in a week. Everyone's saying Fiend is dead. That's gonna be the gunshot. That's gonna kill the Fiend, man. And he's gonna disappear for a fat minute. And it's just bullshit, man. It's just bullshit, man. Like Roman, a guy that most people don't like, or a decent amount of people don't like in the ring. And you have Bray, where most people like for who he is and like what he does, his character, man. So what do you go with? The guy that's already over, or the guy that everybody hates? You would think the answer would be obvious.
Or a guy that everybody's
Vince.
eventually gonna hate.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's gotta be Vince, and it's gotta be Roman, man. Who's gonna win? It's gonna be Roman. And if not, then he's gonna win it. Whether it's tomorrow, not tomorrow night, whether it's Sunday night or the next pay-per-view, man, he's gonna win it soon, man. And that's it, man. That's it, man. Who do you think's got this match? What do you think?
I would really like to see Alexa Bliss play involvement in it, man, but shit. Well, it's definitely not gonna be the Mighty Bean. I think it's gonna be Roman, bro. I think Braun's gonna eat the pin, and I think it's gonna be Roman. I think they're going to give Wyatt a week-long reign with the Universal Championship. At that point, just put him on Raw. If Fox wants to keep him on SmackDown, then Roman can fucking go to Raw. Because, bro, especially if The Fiend gets pinned, I would like to see The Fiend win because of some sort of involvement from Alexa Bliss. Obviously, what we got with her tonight was a bit different with the whole hair thing. Nikki Cross saying, this hair, I don't like it. This reminds me of The Fiend, and Alexa Bliss absolutely snapped. So I think we're starting to see the changing of Alexa Bliss after her attack from The Fiend, man. But hopefully she could be in the Firefly Funhouse soon, man. I would really like to see that. See how that plays out. If it's not Liv Morgan, your next best step is to anybody who can play that sort of like twisted but nice character. If it's not Liv, who would have played it perfectly, your next best option is Alexa Bliss, bro. I think so. I'm interested to see where that goes. And yeah, so I would like to see The Fiend win via some kind of involvement from Bliss. But do I see The Fiend winning realistically? I see them immediately putting the championship back on Roman Reigns, man. I see it. I see them immediately thrusting the championship right back onto him, which is sad. It's sad for Braun. It's sad for Wyatt. You can say whatever you want about their feud, bro. That was a solid feud. You know what I mean? It was a solid summer feud, bro. And the fact that those guys all of a sudden have to just fucking drop their pants and fucking say hello to the big dog just because he's coming back and immediately just, you know what I mean? It's kind of ridiculous. And the fact that Roman did not even, bro, WWE, if they suck at anything, they suck at following up on shit. They suck at following up on shit, man. Roman Reigns does that at SummerSlam, the most talked about thing of the weekend, really. Even on Raw, they were talking about it. And technically, they're not supposed to do that because Fox doesn't want to inter-promote with USA Network. But, my God, man. My God, dude. Dude, the most talked about thing coming out of the weekend, and you don't even have him present. I mean, he was present, but in a backstage segment. You don't have him present to follow up and explain or have Heyman explain what happened. Come on, man. Come on. That's a little ridiculous. That's a little ridiculous, man. And Roman, him being such an edgy badass, you wouldn't think he would have to look over the whole contract before he signed it, and he's telling them to switch things, and he's demanding stuff out of the contract. You think if he was such a badass, he would have just signed it. But Roman, with the prop comedy, like Mox said, they tried to do with him. For Mox, it was syringes, and for Roman, it's contracts. Here we go with another botched fucking heel turn for somebody. At least it's not starting off good, but we'll see where it goes now that he has Heyman with him, man. But unfortunately, the next time we talk to you guys, which will probably be after Payback for Notorious Unscripted, we're probably going to be sitting here with Roman Reigns as your new Universal Champion. So get ready, guys. But the day was going to come eventually. The day was going to come eventually where he was going to come back, and this is gonna be the end of it. Unbelievable, man. All right, man. Is there anything else you got to say?
Hope to see you guys. What will probably be a show after Payback, because most likely gonna be something to complain about on that fucking show.
Yeah, man. For sure. I mean, but now, without any further ado, that is gonna do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, you guys. Again, if you guys do not know how the show runs, Friday, all news. Every Friday, we got the news show coming to you guys, and obviously, this is where we'll fit predictions, pay-per-view results. That is any pay-per-view but the big five for every company: AEW, WWE, and NXT. So. Yeah, man. But as for the big five, we just do separate reviews for those, as you've seen SummerSlam and TakeOver. So yeah, man, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, you guys. And keep on the lookout for that Notorious Unscripted after Payback. Now, we will not be reviewing the show, but we will be going over some of the controversial things that happen on that show. Just for example, if Keith Lee loses, and if Bray Wyatt loses, expect to see us on here, man. But if the show goes accordingly, we will most likely be doing that shit after Raw, man, or after a Tuesday night, I mean. So, yeah, man, that is going to do it for this edition. But most likely, the way WWE's going, we'll see you guys Sunday, man. But without further ado, that is going to do it for this edition of the news podcast, man. The Notorious Heels podcast. The news edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. And once again, if you guys do not know who I am Johnny Mayhem.
I'm Sir K. What?
And that is going to do it for this edition of the podcast, you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.